Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, a flagship that's pushing boundaries again with stunning design, insane performance, and one of the most advanced camera systems Xiaomi's ever built. The Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is all about elegance with precision. It's built from a polished aluminum frame and Dragon Crystal Glass 3, durable yet premium in hand. The curved edges are subtle this time, making it easier to grip. It's slim at just 7.9 millimeters, IP68 water resistant, and weighs around 219 grams, balanced for a phone this powerful. The camera island design feels clean and symmetrical, giving it that ultra flagship look. Up front, you get a 6.9-inch QHD Plus AMOLED LTPO panel hitting a peak brightness of 3,500 nits. Colors are vibrant, HDR10+, and Dolby Vision certified, making this one of the most visually stunning displays you can buy right now. The adaptive 1 to 120 Hz refresh rate makes everything buttery smooth, from gaming to scrolling. The in-display fingerprint sensor is fast, and the stereo speakers, tuned by Harman Kardon, sound fantastic. It's a pure flagship experience. Under the hood, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max runs on the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, paired with up to 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM and 1 terabyte of UFS 4.1 storage. It's lightning fast, whether you're gaming, editing 4K video, or juggling multiple apps. Fluid and surprisingly optimized, with better integration across Xiaomi's ecosystem, phones, tablets, even smart home devices. This is where Xiaomi really flexes. The 17 Pro Max features a triple Leica camera setup, a 50-megapixel main sensor with a huge 1-inch Sony LYT900 sensor, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto with 5 times optical zoom. Photos are crisp, detailed, and beautifully color-tuned by Leica's authentic and vibrant modes. Low-light performance is exceptional. Tons of dynamic range, with natural tones instead of that over-processed look. On video, it records up to 8K at 30 frames per second or 4K 120 frames per second with incredible stabilization. The cinematic mode and depth tracking are on point. This thing rivals even pro-level cameras. The 17 Pro Max packs a 7,500 mAh battery with 100-watt wired and 50-watt wireless fast charging, and 22.5 watts reverse wireless, and yes, the charger's included in the box. You'll go from 0 to 100% in around 40 minutes, which is insane. Battery life easily lasts a full day, even with heavy use. If you're looking for a phone with flagship performance, a gorgeous display, versatile cameras, and ultra-fast charging, this is a strong contender. The Pixel 10 Pro XL. It's bigger, smarter, and packed with more AI power than any phone we've ever seen. Google's design language has matured. The Pixel 10 Pro XL looks familiar but more polished. The iconic camera bar stays, but it's slimmer, cleaner, and flows naturally into the matte aluminum frame. The frosted glass back feels premium, hides fingerprints, and adds grip. IP68 water resistance and Gorilla Armor protection keep it durable. It's modern, minimal, and unmistakably Pixel. Front and center, you get a 6.9-inch LTPO OLED display with QHD plus resolution and a smooth 1 to 144 Hz adaptive refresh rate. It's sharp, vivid, and insanely bright. HDR video looks cinematic, and the new ambient tone mapping adjusts colors dynamically to match your environment. Touch response is instant, haptics feel tight and premium, and the under-display fingerprint sensor is finally lightning fast. This screen sets a high bar for 2025 flagships. The Pixel 10 Pro XL runs Android 15, powered by Google's new Tensor G5 chip, the company's most efficient yet. It's paired with 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage, delivering quick load times and flawless multitasking. But what really defines this phone is Gemini Nano, Google's on-device AI engine. It summarizes emails, edits photos intelligently, rewrites text, and even filters spam calls, all without sending data to the cloud. The Pixel 10 Pro XL packs a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 48-megapixel 5x periscope telephoto, and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide. Combined, they deliver stunning results across all lighting conditions. Daylight shots are crisp, with that signature pixel contrast and perfectly balanced color science. Shadows retain detail, and highlights never blow out. Low light? Night sight is faster and more natural than ever. Portraits look lifelike, with beautiful depth separation and accurate skin tones. No over-smoothing. For video, Google finally steps up. You get 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K up to 120 frames per second, and Advanced Video Boost 2.0, which uses AI-based tone mapping and real-time stabilization. Even handheld footage looks cinematic. The 5,100 mAh battery easily lasts a full day and then some, even with heavy camera and AI use. Google's adaptive battery learning continues to get smarter, predicting your habits and managing power efficiently. Charging speeds finally match the competition: 65-watt wired, 35-watt wireless, and reverse wireless for accessories. 15 minutes on the charger gives you roughly 50% power, which is impressive for a phone this size. If you want cutting-edge AI features, phenomenal cameras, smooth Android performance, and a premium design, absolutely. The Google Pixel 10 Pro XL isn't just smart, it's confident, capable, and one of most complete smartphones. This is the Vivo X300 Pro, a device that promises premium design, next-gen performance, and one of the most advanced camera systems on any phone right now. The X300 Pro immediately gives off a premium impression. You get a glass back, metal frame, and it looks clean with minimal bezels. The build is slim at under 8 millimeters, which is impressive considering everything under the hood weighs about 226 grams, so it's on the larger side, but still reasonable for a flagship with high-end camera hardware. The phone also carries an IP69 and IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. Next, the display. You're looking at a 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a 1.5K and adaptive refresh rate up to 120 Hz. The peak brightness is very strong, up to 4,500 nits in HDR, which means outdoor visibility is excellent. The combination of color accuracy, strong HDR performance, and great touch handling makes day-to-day use feel polished, whether you're scrolling, gaming, or watching content. On the software side, the X300 Pro ships with Android 16-based Origin OS 6. For the US market, you'll want to check carrier support, network bands, especially 5G and millimeter wave compatibility, and software update policy. Under the hood, we've got the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 3nm node, with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.1 storage. Benchmarks from NanoReview show scores in the top tier. Performance score approximately 99 out of 100. In practical terms, apps open instantly, gaming is smooth, multitasking is no problem. For general use, this is flagship-level performance without compromise. Okay, this is where the X300 Pro truly shines. Rear cameras are 50-megapixel main, Sony LYT-828 with f1.57 aperture, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide f2.0, and a 200-megapixel telephoto periscope f2.67 with an 85mm equivalent focal length. What does that mean? For one, your standard shots are excellent, sharp, punchy colors, strong HDR. The ultra-wide offers solid field of view, and the 200-megapixel telephoto gives you real optical quality zoom, very useful for travel, subjects at distance, or creative shots. Video. You've got up to 8K video in some cases, good stabilization, and advanced zoom video. So whether you're shooting everyday moments or more professional content, the hardware is there. One small note, While ultra-wide and telephoto are top tier, some reviews say the ultra-wide sensor is slightly smaller than the absolute best in class in low-light performance bottom line. If camera capability is your priority, this is one of the strongest all-round phones you can buy. The battery, 6,510 milliamp hours, typical capacity wired fast charging at 90 watts plus 40 watts wireless charging. In tests, the phone lasted solidly through a full day of mixed use, browsing, streaming, social, and likely into day 2 if your moderate charging is fast. You'll hit significant battery in approximately 15 to 20 minutes wired. If you're a power user, content creator, mobile photographer, or you just want one of the most advanced phones in 2025 under the flagship umbrella, the Vivo X300 Pro is a very compelling choice. The Galaxy S25 Ultra doesn't completely reinvent Samsung's design. From the back, you'd still instantly recognize it as part of the S Ultra family thanks to that signature camera module. But they've made some subtle yet meaningful tweaks this year. First, those sharp 90-degree corners, they're gone. Now we've got softer, rounded edges. Okay, let's talk about the S Pen. It's basically the same slim stylus we got last year, but with one less trick up its sleeve. The Bluetooth remote features, gone. No more using it as a PowerPoint clicker from across the room. Samsung has actually increased the screen size to 6.9 inches. This impressive feat is achieved by reducing the bezel size by 15%, allowing for a more immersive viewing experience. In terms of display technology, the S25 Ultra retains the stunning Quad HD Plus resolution of 3,120 by 1,440 pixels, surpassing the iPhone 16 Pro Max's Super Retina XDR display. Let's talk about the S25 Ultra's cameras, because while there's only one new sensor here that upgraded 50 megapixel ultra-wide, Samsung's made it count. Those extra pixels deliver noticeably better low-light shots and macro photos thanks to some smart pixel binning tech that combines 4 pixels into 1 for cleaner images. And that massive 200 megapixel main camera, you'll mostly use it in 12 megapixel mode for everyday shots. But when you do go full resolution, the detail blows away what you get from an iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Samsung's signature vibrant look. Skies pop a little too blue, greens go a bit too deep, and portrait mode still sneaks in some subtle beautification. If you're a photography purist, this might bug you. Personally, I don't mind the extra pop, and that 50 megapixel ultra-wide absolutely kills it at night, matching the iPhone's dedicated macro mode for close-up detail. This is one of the most versatile camera systems you can get in a phone today. That 50 megapixel ultra-wide upgrade makes a real difference. The zoom is more practical than ever, and while the virtual aperture needs work, it shows Samsung's commitment to pushing mobile photography forward. Just don't expect perfectly natural colors. This is a system that prefers wow factor over absolute accuracy. Samsung's deep collaboration with Google and Qualcomm has paid off big time. This phone delivers one of the most seamless AI experiences on any smartphone. The beauty of it, you don't need to know which AI is handling what. Whether it's Galaxy AI, Google Gemini, or Bixby, everything just flows together. The S25 Ultra's AI isn't just text-based, it can analyze photos, videos, and audio. A lot of this comes down to the custom-built Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 Elite for Galaxy chip, paired with 12 gigabytes of RAM. The S25 Ultra isn't just fast, it's smarter with power, balancing performance and battery like never before. Apple still leads in single-core speed, but Samsung has caught up in multi-core and GPU tasks, making this the most capable Android flagship yet. Samsung claims up to 31 hours of video playback on the S25 Ultra, and in my real-world testing, the 5,000 milliampere battery delivers. With mixed usage, streaming, browsing, messaging, and camera use, I consistently got over 30 hours on a single charge. It supports 45-watt wired and 5-watt wireless charge. The S25 Ultra may not be a huge hardware leap, but it's still a fantastic phone. Galaxy AI adds smart daily conveniences, the display is stunning, and the refined design makes it more comfortable than ever. It's not revolutionary, just Samsung's best phone perfected. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple's most advanced iPhone, with the new A19 Pro chip and AI-powered camera system, and that stunning titanium 2.0 design, this phone aims to redefine what Pro really means. Apple continues its titanium design language, but introduces what it calls Titanium 2.0, lighter, tougher, and more resistant to scratches. The edges are slightly more rounded for better ergonomics, and the new matte nano-textured glass back keeps fingerprints away. In person, it feels more refined and less slippery, premium through and through. The new deep blue color, in particular, looks fantastic under natural light. The 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR display is simply gorgeous, brighter, sharper, and smoother than ever. And the Adaptive ProMotion 2.0 makes scrolling buttery smooth. Touch response is instant, the bezels are ultra-thin, and the under-display Face ID works flawlessly. Watching HDR content or playing games feels cinematic. It's easily one of the best displays in the world right now. Powered by the new A19 Pro chip, built on a 2nm process, this phone flies through anything, from heavy gaming to 8K video editing. The neural engine is now 40% faster, powering new on-device AI features like Smart Compose and Visual Intelligence in iOS 19. Apple Intelligence, the ecosystem feels more unified than ever. Handoff between iPhone, Mac, and iPad is instant, and the experience is fluid across every device. This is classic Apple. Efficiency, speed, and polish working seamlessly together. The iPhone 17 Pro Max brings serious camera upgrades. The 48-megapixel main sensor, 5x periscope telephoto, and ultra-wide lens all benefit from Apple's new quantum image engine. The main sensor is larger, with improved light capture and a wider f1.6 aperture. It's powered by Apple's new quantum image engine, which uses real-time AI to merge exposures, refine texture, and balance lighting. And it works. Images look richer and more natural. No over-sharpening, no blown-out highlights, just clean, accurate color. Portrait mode is more realistic this year too. Video, as usual, is where Apple leads the pack. You can shoot 8K ProRes at 60 frames per second, 4K 120 frames per second slow motion, and now there's full Apple Log RAW support for color grading. Cinematic Mode 2.0 feels more refined, smoother focus transitions, better subject tracking, and now it records in HDR. Stabilization has also leveled up. Action Mode makes handheld footage look like it's coming from a gimbal. This is Apple's most capable camera system yet, not just for casual users, but for real creators who want pro-level control straight from their pocket. Battery life is noticeably better. The 4,800 mAh cell, paired with the power efficiency of the A19 Pro, easily handles a full day of heavy use, streaming, navigation, or gaming. The new MagSafe 2.0 system provides faster wireless charging, and the USB-C port now supports 45-watt fast charging, finally catching up to competitors. From 0 to 50% in just under 20 minutes, that's a major win for power users. So, here's the takeaway. The iPhone 17 Pro Max isn't a revolution, but it's Apple at its best, refining the small details that add up.